Well guys, we've just had the sprint race for the Belgian Grand Prix, and when the action got going, it was brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, everyone darting into the pit lane for the Inter tyres, which was, I mean, I think they waited a bit too long on the safety car to get going. Again, why do we carry these wet tyres for if we're not going to use them? I mean, whoever or half the field came in for Inters, I think it was just they didn't want to risk the double stack. Losing 4 or 5 seconds would have put you way back, wouldn't it? And actually the cars that came in first actually gained massively, didn't they? Especially since the cars that did the extra lap really lost out. It was really interesting to see who would and how that would work out, but it was the Inters that were mega fast, and Oscar Piastri taking the lead and actually led a couple of laps, didn't he? It's a shame then that the safety car came out. Alonso went off, an uncharacteristic mistake. He ran wide, hit the white line, and then off he went, which is a bit strange from him. He's normally brilliant in these conditions. And then on the restart, I think he was just a bit naive, wasn't he, Oscar? He probably should have ran closer to the line and then got a bit of a dart off just out of the chicane, so that Max didn't sort of outbrake him into it and really close up and then get that run down the Eau Rouge and down Camel Straight and make the pass. I mean, once he was in that slipstream, it was always going to happen. It was easy meat for him. But then we got a fantastic battle. Pierre Gasly gained massively, didn't he? 3 places from 6th place, got a podium finish. Fantastic result for the Alpine team. This is kind of where they would wish to be, and they've actually maximised it today with that strategy call to come in, and it just played out perfectly for them, didn't it? The safety car was, really brought the race to life from there on. And then we got the battle with Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. Hamilton getting a 5-second penalty. In my view, that was really quite harsh. They were side by side. Yes, Hamilton went into the side of him a little bit, but I mean, they were wheel to wheel at the front. Yeah, I think a 5-second penalty was really, really harsh, because otherwise it would have been a P4 finish. But again, a couple of places he made up, but he ended up falling back because of that. Still beats his teammate just about. Sergio Perez had an awful time. I don't know what happened to his tyres. They just seemed to go off. Hamilton got past him into turn 1. Carlos Sainz mugged him into the start of Eau Rouge, and then Charles Leclerc made the move at the end of the Camel Straight. He lost 3 places, and then it just didn't end there, did it? Lando Norris was right up behind him, and suddenly he just went off track, fell further places behind, and then obviously retired. Apparently with a bit of a gash in his side of the car, but I think he had issues before that stage anyway. Not sure what the issue were with his tyres, but he was on the radio saying I've got no rear grip at all, so really lost out heavily there. Just completely went an absolute disaster for him, wasn't it? Sergio Perez, again, where he needed to be up there in the battle, he just sort of fell further back, which is strange. The Ferrari showing good pace, wasn't it? But I think there just wasn't enough laps in that to really make anything further than what happened in it. 11 laps kind of was too short. It's 15 laps in Belgium because of the long track. Probably is just about right for a sprint race. And it was a decent race, wasn't it? I think mainly due to the weather conditions. Hopefully we'll have something similar to that. It's apparently a dry race tomorrow. But let's see how it goes on. Max Verstappen wins, Piastri 2nd and Gasly 3rd. I mean, who would have seen that as a sprint race podium? Definitely not me. So fantastic results for both of them. Oscar's really coming to the fore, isn't it? And it's a fantastic weekend for him so far. Another good race today, and he'll hope for more of the same tomorrow. Yeah, brilliant. Can't wait for the race tomorrow, because it's kind of whet the appetite a bit, this, hasn't it? It was so close behind. I mean, the Mercedes and the 2 Ferraris and the McLaren was there in the mix as well, wasn't it? So in the race pace, that Mercedes is quick, especially in the hands of Lewis Hamilton, so it'll be brilliant to see how they get on tomorrow. I cannot wait. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always, and I'll see you for the race tomorrow.